Oh baby, let's get it popping, YouTube. What's good, world? It's your boy Mastermind, man, and this is a special episode, man. This is the one very close to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Hey, be sure to follow your boy at Mastermind RGTV on YouTube and Real Gamer on all podcast platforms. For those that don't know, man, listen, man, we're gonna be diving deep into this God of War Ragnarok. This is the full review that I've been pumping up for all of the fans and everybody that rock with me, man. You know, I get deep into it and elaborate into it. So I've been playing this game, and I promised that I was going to do a full review on day 7, day 8 type deal. And boom, voila, baby, we are here. Shout out to Prodigy, I see you. Man, listen, man, we finna get deep into it, man. This God of War Ragnarok, man, this has been a great game so far. Now, this is something else I'm also promising also, too. This is the situation. I'm not done beating the game yet. But if you don't want any spoilers, I suggest you put it on mute and just slide through. But I'm not done beating the game, and with that being said, I'll be coming back and forth to this podcast throughout the season of God of War. When they drop a new update, when I do beat the game, sometimes I may be screaming, sometimes I won't be screaming or whatnot. I'm still gonna come here and talk about it. If they drop a DLC, you know, whatever secret endings, hey, you know what I'm saying, I'm still gonna be coming in here dropping episodes exclusively to this particular podcast. So y'all want to make sure y'all stay tuned for this episode, because there's a lot that I'm gonna be breaking down throughout at least 2 years of God of War. Let's jump right into it. I got my handy dandy board over here, a couple things I'm gonna kind of run down: story mode, the gameplay, controller, combat slash the graphics, and this 3D audio, baby, because it's PS5. We got to get right into it. Let's jump right into the story. So, now, you know what? Before we jump into the story, I even parked a little perfect little clip here of this is me day one playing it. For those that's on YouTube, you can see exactly how, you know, we got a whole little demonstration set up over here. But for those that's on Spotify audio only, man, y'all need to swang on over to YouTube and listen to this, man. Follow me on YouTube also, Mastermind RGTV. But listen to this, man. The God of War Ragnarok. Day one, then. Listen, man. These are the best words. I can't really explain to you. Intense, challenging, right, and refreshing, right. All packaged in a pack. All packaged in a pack. Picks up. Jump right into the story, right where you left off at. Listen, the way this game, I don't think there's been a game that's been able to just jump into the story right where it left off at and keep that same excitement, that same like, yo, I've been waiting for this game. You finally get your hands on it. Boom, you're put right back into the action. The way they did that transition and just keeping the story mode, just making you want to play, yo, beautiful. With that being said, now I haven't beaten the game yet, so I'm only going to give it a 9 out of 10. Well, we're rating these different catalogs 1 through 10. I'm giving the story mode a 9 out of 10. Now, with that being said, man, we ran into so many issues today, but it's all gravy, though. We're going to still be trying to rock, though. Listen, I give it a 9 out of 10. And see, the thing is, I would give it more, probably be a 10 out of 10 later on throughout the show. You know what I'm saying? But for right now, we're not done beating the game. But listen, man, the story mode, I need to get a little bit more inclined with the different characters that's in the game. But if you know all of the characters, you remember the different realms and stuff they're visiting and all this other stuff, yo, if you, man, you talking about full immersion. This is the thing. Switching now, going over to the topic of 3D audio. On the podcast, I always talk about what PlayStation need to stay afloat or to make their games different. This is the game. Because with 3D audio, what that does, the 3D audio in this game is really impressive. And swinging it over to the story, the full immersiveness, yo, listen. You talking about a game that can really get you full immersed and impactful with the story and sound. Sound is very important in games. Sound is very key in games. So if you can you're running through the snow and the sounds of like the background music and things is playing through the game. Like me, I'm a sound guy, so I hear all types of stuff, the instrumentals and things. Like, yo, I'm listening to everything. You can hear all that in this game. How he just, you know what I'm saying, walking through the grass, different stuff like that. The way you're throwing the axe, the wind, the snow, like beautiful in 3D audio. So I suggest that, hey, listen, PlayStation 5 got this new update, you know what I'm saying? It's old now, but they got this update to where you don't need the headset for the PlayStation headset anymore. You basically can just get you some good headphones and plug them into your controller. That's where the 3D audio is coming from. Now I tested out going from 3D audio from the controller, also coming from a non-3D just plugged into my microphone, just regular. Completely different. I'm telling you, completely different. So that with a immersiveness feeling and you got the sound locked in, that's a good combination for a great game. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I have to give the 3D audio 10 out of 10. Yeah, I just got to give it a 10 because I just got to give it a 10. And you know what I'm saying? Some of the pause on this like, man, the swords, loud. I have to take the headphones off every now and then, like, clean my ears. Like, the swords on there is loud. You know what I'm saying? But this game has been great, man. Now I want to move on talking about control and combat. Talking about swords is loud. Let's talk about it. So the controls is a little bit different. It takes a little time getting used to. You feel what I'm saying? But once you get in the rhythm of it, that's what goes back to the immersiveness and whatnot. When you get immersed in the game and you get that, okay, I'm used to the controllers. I got the routine of switching between the sword, the axe, and all that. You know what I'm saying? When you get fully locked into it and you got the controls down pat, the controls and the combat is kind of smooth and really like intricate for it's like the combos and the special finishing moves or whatnot. Even when they dive deep into, I want to kind of bring up this for a little bit. Let me see. One part I was going through equipping, like setting up the stuff. I want to take a clip, find a clip of that. But even like the relics and stuff, they got more selection on relics and different, like, well, they still do some of the same stuff. Like, here's a clip right here. They still do some of the same stuff, but we got a lot more detail into not just the weapons itself, but the character. Like, even when the Spartan Rage, now you have a Spartan Rage that can heal you versus this Spartan Rage just give you the power, just you know, go crazy Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, but they're switching it up now. You go Spartan Rage and it gives you energy. That was impressive. Wasn't really expecting that. Anytime a AAA title game like God of War, you know what I'm saying, can still surprise me with small game elements, because coming into the game, I'm just thinking, you know what I'm saying, I know they're going to improve some stuff, but getting the rage to heal you, whoa, that's dope. Because me, I'm an energy guy. I'm an energy guy. If you notice when I play, I always try to not just balance out my armor or whatnot, but really try to go heavy on HP. You feel what I'm saying? So for them to add into the Spartan Rage to heal you, oh, that's hey, keep that in handy for when I fight a Valkyrie or so. But you know what I'm saying? Just different stuff like that. The relics and stuff is a little bit different. The man, it's so much just to unpack into this. This is one other thing I want to go to. This is day one video, so we're gonna find another video as I kind of go through and talk about some stuff. I even got my whole little playlist up here, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is also going over to, this is also going into gameplay and whatnot. So going into gameplay and different things, the thing is some parts of the game, and this gonna goes back into immersiveness and all that too. Some parts of the game, like perfect example. Let's talk. Perfect example when you're doing the puzzles. Yo, listen, man. The puzzles on here, they can be bit annoying. They're here. They can be bit annoying. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just one of those things to where it's like, man, come on, man. It's like, and when you figure out the puzzle, it's like, duh. It's one of those. But I do think that, you know what I'm saying, this, I want to talk about this part. It's gonna take me into gameplay, but I want to finish my statement right here coming up. But I will say, you know, sometimes these puzzles and things is needed in the game, but a lot of times it breaks up the story when you're fully immersed into the game. So that's why I think if you play the game just for the story or whatnot, I think they may take out some of the puzzles. I'm not sure. I'm playing on normal. Honestly, I had to change it to easy at the beginning because that's gonna also take me back to gameplay. But listen, man, like, bruh, this game is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Real fast, I'm gonna come into the difficulty level. Real fast, this part right here. Hey, spoiler alerts for all the people that's watching on YouTube video. Listen, this part right here was really, really cool, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because now, for the old God of War videos, yeah, I know I did the full review video about that. I talked about how wanting to visit those other realms like Asgard. This is it. We get to see the Valkyries. You see all of the Valkyries out there training and whatnot. You see all the other bad guys out there training. We're in Asgard, yo. Like, so that was like, yo, the fact that we get to play with so many different characters. Up the gameplay. I gotta get a gameplay. I got it wrote down on the board 9 out of 10, but I kind of gotta give it a 10 because when I seen this part, I was like, yo, that's a highlight for me because this is something that I talked about in the other podcasts. Like, yo, I want to see what the Valkyries, you know, with them hanging out with Odin or them training or whatnot. I would love to see that, and to see him here was like, oh, that's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that Thor get to, you know what I'm saying, get to be on your team or whatnot. You get to low key, aka control them, kind of like you did Atreus or whatnot. That's what I'm talking about. You don't only just get to fight them. Let's go, man. Listen, man. And you got the witch lady, man. Listen, man. They did a great job with. Okay, we like that y'all like the fact that you get to play with Atreus. We know Atreus is older now. Give you an opportunity to play with him. Not just that, we're going to give you an opportunity to just, how about this person? How about this person? Put this person on your team. How about this? They opened it up. Amazing. But backstep a little bit. I'd give it a little backstep a little bit. One thing I really wish, they would open up the freedom for this game. When I say open up the freedom, I'm talking about like, so I'm a god. I can just crush over these rocks or whatnot and just pick up big boulderly trees or whatnot. Give me the freedom and the ability to do it. Don't have a freaking rock right here stuck in a spot. I'm going to pause the video for a second. Stuck in a spot. Keep rolling. Stuck in a spot and I can't do anything. But the treasure chest is on the other side of the rock. But I got to wait till I get this power to go. Like, come on, bro. We talking about Kratos here. He's known for just picking up big boulders and just throwing them places and whatnot. Give me a little bit more freedom in the game. You give me all these abilities only to use them on the enemies. Cool. But it's some parts of the game to where if they would open up the freedom of it, like allow you to like jump. This is one thing I want to talk about. A lot of great games don't have a jump button. Final Fantasy. Some of the Final Fantasies don't have a jump button. This has a jump button, but it's like a jump mechanics, whole like little different system. You know how Forbidden West is, whatnot, he got a little jump mechanic system. It's kind of like that, but there's no freely jump. And I think when they give you the freely jump, that takes out that kind of deplete their little jump system they got in place to also the jump system is in place to also, you know, go good with the puzzles or whatnot. I can see that. So if they put a jump system in, a freely independent jump system to where you can kind of jump around, it'll probably screw things up in the game. I can see that. But I just wish they would have had a little bit more, gave me a little bit more freedom to kind of jump around and do different things that I could never do in the first God of War. I think this is my whole little rant on it. But now that I think about it, yeah. See, so this part right here, boom, real fast. This part right here, where they're going through, you look in the diary, talking about all the different characters and whatnot. Me personally, I need to get a little bit more familiar with a lot of the characters. Because when they were saying a lot of these characters, I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Some of these names and the stories that they're telling in the game, these sounded like characters from old God of War. I didn't play the old God of War because I didn't like how the camera situation and controls was kind of set up. But I was interested in the story. So I took a look at the stories and different cutscenes. You know how we do, man. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Story dope, but I don't know a lot of these characters. So I got to get a little more educated on a lot of the characters and whatnot. And that has a lot to do with a full immersive game like God of War, because when they're going through these stories, the dialogue on here is beautiful. I love the story. A lot of times you in the boat and they're telling the stories or whatnot. Yo, I'm sitting back listening. No, we ain't got nowhere to go, baby. Let's just listen to the story. Oh, we live. I gotta go. Keep on rolling down the screen, then. So you know what I'm saying. But the stories, the dialogue in this game is beautiful. Really freaking amazing. I just really wish I knew the characters, like, you know, the diehard God of War fans. You know what I'm saying? But moving on, talking about, I want to talk a little bit about graphics. Going back to graphics for the difficulty and then the graphics. The difficulty in the game is not easy. I'm just gonna tell you up front. I'm afraid to see it. New Game Plus, God of War, like, super hard. Oh man, one hit kill on everything is, yeah, like, that'd be crazy. But it's okay because it's very challenging, and it's gonna spin me back into gameplay because they challenge you on this game, which is, I like it. You know what I'm saying? And you have to change your fighting style. That's another interesting thing. The first God of War, you can kind of just come in and, you know, boom, 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 couple combos, make sure you're good, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? Fighting style don't have to be too much different. But with this one, it's almost like you have to change your fighting style with the next random opponent that you see. You may have faced this wolf over here, but the wolf in this era or world is completely different, and you have, the axe might not work, the swords might not work, and you know, you have to like really change up your play style and your fighting style, which is, you know, challenging. I ain't mad at it at all, you know what I'm saying? So that was pretty interesting to see. And when you got to go through the cutscenes, quick tip, a hot tip, I'll probably be at the end of this video, it's the fact that, yo, pressing the button, you better go in your settings and change that to hold. I went in the settings and changed mine, because pressing that button, I damn near broke my controller, man. Like, that's something I feel like, yo, like, come on now, y'all come on, y'all killing me. Y'all trying to get us to pay for a new controller. That's why they offered this special version of God of War controller, because they knew that, yo, they're gonna be pressing the hell out of these buttons. So go ahead and get another controller. You're gonna need it. Maybe this is like button protection or something on here. We're gonna need it. There's a couple other things I wanted to kind of talk about too. Is how did the game make y'all feel as viewers? Well, I'm going to talk about how it made me feel as a viewer. Is the fact that a lot of times in the game, and when games is able to do this, when they're able to get you fully immersed and keep you at a point to where you put the controller down, oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. This one gives me that feeling. A lot of times I'm playing, I'm listening to the dialogue, I just sit down. Tell me some more, Kratos. Yeah, tell me some more. Yeah. Oh, man, we gotta fight. Oh, let me pick the controller. Anytime a game can do that, That is beautiful. Very beautiful. So, how did the game make me feel? Made me feel great. You know what I'm saying? Spinning back the graphics real fast. Man, listen. I'm not mad at the graphics. I understand because originally it's a base version. It's built from the PlayStation, you know what I'm saying, 4, not necessarily ground up from PS5. So the graphics is not what you expect. Because listen, when I was streaming the game, I was trying not to give y'all so many hot takes when I be streaming, but honestly, a lot of the elaboration on just thoughts of the graphics in the game, you gotta watch me play live on Twitch, man. Hey, you gotta watch me play live on Twitch because, man, coming from, I just beat Forbidden West. Coming from Forbidden West, check out the full review podcast I did on Forbidden West. Coming from it, best graphic game ever on PlayStation 5 right now. But God of War, best gameplay or just game period on PS5. But graphic wise, nah, man. I can't say I'm disappointed because the game is great, storyline great, gameplay, all that stuff. But y'all kind of, I can't say they dropped the ball. When I said refreshing, yeah, it's refreshing, but it's like the graphics. I feel like, man, if Forbidden West could have done that, y'all could have done something like that. But I understand. You know what I'm saying? But it is a lot of like, I've been playing on performance, so I haven't really been playing on graphic mode. But I switch to the graphics mode every now and then, take a look at it. Cool, but hey, I like my performance. Give me 60 frames per second. But again, this is the very first day of the full review, so they may drop an update, you know what I'm saying, to improve some of this stuff. I'm pretty sure they are. There was some bugs. Be sure to check out my day one stream of God of War Ragnarok. There was some bugs. I think this game was more buggier than the first God of War. I said the first 2018 version of God of War. This one was a little bit more buggier than that one. I ran into a couple of bugs and was like, what? Really? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? But this game was great, man, and I was just a little disappointed about the graphics. You know what I'm saying? I really thought they could have pulled it off, but there's a couple parts, like when you're standing in the light. This part right here, if you're looking, those on YouTube, you go to the light, that gold, how it shines. And I'm a graphical guy. I look at a lot of details in games or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm sitting back looking, I'm observing everything. The food on here, when the wolf was eating the food looked like, what? Come on now. And the reason I'm so high on graphics is because, think about it. We got the power of the PS5. I'm going to talk about this on the full podcast also about the, now they're saying that PlayStation 5 is going to be around for 2028 type deal. We probably won't get another PlayStation 6 or 7, whatever won't come. 6 probably won't come to 2030, possibly. With that being said, and you see on the box 8K, for you to run at 8K, that means the details in a lot of these games are going to have to get better. Not just your face structures or whatnot, but the details in your food, like the you know what I'm saying, what the character got on, you know what I'm saying. So 8K is going to really bring out the details and really make us feel immersed in these games when that technology is pushed out through an update, maybe in 2026 or 2028 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I said it to say that we're still in the early stages of the PlayStation 5 power. So, hey, I understand, but I expected more graphical wise from God of War after playing Forbidden West. I will say that much. Moving on by talking about something else, man. And the question is, do God of War Ragnarok need a DLC? That is a question for a debate because I haven't beat the game yet. So again, we're gonna be coming here talking about some more because, you know what I'm saying, I'm hearing that they got secret endings or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And the 2018 version God of War was like, I was saying, yo, we need a DLC. I want to go to Asgard. I want to go to these places. That's on the next God of War. So I don't know. Could they pull off a DLC and it be really, really successful? Maybe we can get a side quest now that they're throwing all these different characters at us to let us play with and explore with. Maybe we can maybe do some time traveling or really get to understand the history of the giants. Maybe if Kratos do die, Atreus bring him back, or he find that he have a sister or a brother, or you know what I'm saying? They can do something, but would it be considered a brand new game or DLC? That's still open for debate and discussion. I'm about to move on for another one. So, how long could I see the story go? And basically, for a movie, do I see it in a movie or as a movie or a TV show? And basically, so there's actually two part. How long do I see it go? That was basically going. Basically, do they need a DLC or whatnot? Can the story keep on going? I don't know, so I can't really answer that because I ain't beat the game yet. But do I see this game as a movie and a TV show? That's a good one. Because a lot of these Sony games, we got that we in-house representing today, baby. Though a lot of those games, great games, are coming to movies and TV shows. Rumors that we may be getting what's that scary game? Cholesterol Protocol show or movie or whatever. Hey, it's possible. That's also a new triple, you know what I'm saying, title game for PlayStation. Possibly. Something like God of War. Oh yeah, definitely possible if they do it right. I would rather see a TV show because I like the way they break it down to season 1, season 2, and we get to go deep into the story. Give me a TV show, baby. Don't give me no movie because you're gonna have to make it 2 hours and try to rush it through. Nah, this don't need to be rushed through. If they can pull it off, like they can possibly get 2 movies out of it and really make it big, kind of like a DC type of Marvel vibe a little bit, possibly. But I would prefer a TV show because there's so much dialogue that's in this game. You can put that into a TV show. For Ben West, I said the same thing. That's at least 3-4 seasons. So can PlayStation take a lot of these great games like God of War and turn it into a movie or a TV show? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely possible. The last thing, I think I went over all the things I kind of wanted to go over, but I will be back in here multiple times throughout the lifespan of God of War Ragnarok. I got at the bottom graphics and whatnot. I kind of already touched over graphics. But so far, this game has already been a 9 out of 10. Overall score, 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but I haven't beat the game yet. If I was to beat the game, my answer would probably be a 10 out of 10. But the only reason I haven't gave it a full 10 out of 10 because it may be some crazy BS that may just happen at the end. It's like, I don't want to play this shit no more. Y'all piss me off. 9 out of 10. It may be one of those situations that happen, but I still think overall, man, this game has been amazing. This has been a journey. You know what I'm saying? So far with these characters, I really feel like I'm there. So I really feel like I'm Kratos. I really feel like I'm Atreus. I really feel like, I'm saying, I'm the head. I'm saying? I feel like I'm there. And when a game is able to do that and capsulate all of that into one, beautiful, man. When I say all into one, I'm talking about the story, the sound, the characters, the different stories of each characters. Thor, let's shout out to Thor. You know what I'm saying? They've done an amazing job with this game. I'm happy to even play this game, man, because this is one of those games to where if you don't have a great PlayStation game in your catalog, what are you doing? This is the game. You want a great game in your PlayStation catalog, this is the game. I know I said that a little backwards the first time, but this is the game, man. This is one of them games. I already said this is gonna be God of the year. This is gonna be game of the year. I already said that. You know what I'm saying? Between this, Forbidden West, and Last of Us, top 3 games hands down. Yeah, even if they do a new Uncharted or the next AAA title PlayStation game, this is gonna be one of them ones, man. And this is a great game. I'm happy that it's long. You know what I'm saying? Long enough to the fact that, it's one of those good longs. Good longs. And what I mean by that is a lot of times you can play a game and it be long, but it be like, damn man, now y'all just kind of going over the story and you know what I'm saying? But this is God of War is different. It's different, and it keeps me on the edge of my seat every single time. The combat system in it is crazy. We got some new finishing moves. Atreus, we get to play with him. He's pretty freaking cool. You can tell that Kratos is getting older. That was one of the things that's like, okay, you can feel it as you playing. And Atreus, he's younger, he's faster. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool to see and play. And with the adaptive triggers, let's speak about the adaptive trigger real fast. You know what I'm saying? That when you're hitting with the axe or whatnot, pretty dope. I think they can utilize the adaptive trigger a little bit more. And what I mean by that, let me deep dive into that real fast. What I mean by that is when they get to a point to where the 3D audio is like, so I think of it like they said it was supposed to be some type of technology that when you're playing in hot places in the game, the controller feel hot, or when you're playing in a cold place, like senses or whatnot. I don't know if that's going to be part of an update in the future, maybe, but that was one of the things we was kind of promised with the PS5 or with the controller or whatnot. So I think it's a lot of opportunities to where the adaptive trigger they can actually make better. You know what I'm saying? And not just on moments when, okay, I'm finna chop this, and we know you're gonna feel it once because you're 10, 15 hours in the game. But if we can make it normal, like sometimes, like I notice it sometimes when I'm playing, but I think in a lot of other games, I think God of War done it a little bit better, but in a lot of other PlayStation games, there's opportunity for them to like really utilize the adaptive trigger, you know what I'm saying, and the 3D audio, and it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. It's a lot of thoughts going through my head. I'm thinking about, yo, like when these new updates come out, are they gonna fix the graphics or whatnot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Will we get like new added on features and things? And I'm thinking to the future ahead, because how we got God of War 2018 version, there was an update that came when the PS5 dropped. There was an update for it, and it was really decent. It was really decent. So I'm thinking to myself, if we get an update, really, you know what I'm saying, let's say summer 23 for this game that improve a lot of the stuff I just kind of went over, whoa, I can see it being one of those, okay, now we got a full, like, yeah, these are the updates that we needed type feel, you know what I'm saying? I can see that. And because what they did with the updates that dropped for 2018 God of War was really impressive, you know what I'm saying, with the whole 60 frames boost or whatever. Like, okay, that's what's up. Give me another update out like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just appreciative, man, and I really enjoyed this game. Can't wait to get back into it. We're gonna bounce out of here though. We're gonna be back in, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's one of the things I'm gonna promise, man. We're gonna come in here throughout the lifespan. I love this moment right here. This moment right here. Well, he just threw the axe at him, like, oh man, like, and he can't even move that thing, boy. He can't even move the axe. Look, he can. I think he can, because he ain't explored his powers yet. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, see the Anchor people don't even understand what's going on over here on YouTube right now, man. So we are looking at the video of me playing God of War and Thor when he threw the axe at Atreus, and Atreus standing on the edge of a volcano, and he just threw the axe at him, holding him up against the wall, questioning him. And it's one of those situations where it's like, oh man, like you get to know more about his son, and you get to know more about these characters that's in the game. Like, oh, this game is amazing. We're going to be back for more, man. Y'all be sure to follow me on Twitch and see me play this amazing game at Master23Mind, YouTube, Mastermind RGTV, the podcast on all podcast platforms, Real Gamer, and the classic shows, RGTV, baby. I got to give y'all a quick story before I get out of here, man. Listen, man. I had so much, like, crazy luck today, man. This podcast was been done earlier today, but we still here, baby. We still got it done. We still got it accomplished. Yo, the internet, I had internet issues, sound background issues, microphone issues, timing issues, like all type of issues to come up. But I say all that to say, man, y'all, like, that's why I got Link in my background. He's climbing that mountain. Never give up, baby. Always stay believing in yourself and never give up, no matter how high the odds is against you. Never give up. We had so many issues, man, and we still came in here and dropped the full, as we promised, God Award full review on day 8. I said when I do a day 7, day 8, screaming on Twitch, I was gonna come in here and drop the full review podcast. Here we go. Even with all of those situations came up, man, hey, we made a way. We figured it out. We got it. Never give up. That's the moral of that story, man. We out. It's been real. Love is love. Y'all see it, man. Home team all day. Shout out to Prodigy. Let's get it. We'll be back for more. Y'all stay tuned, baby. Peace. Game on.